Alex Blackford and catcher Max Rossiter. You guys want to open it up?
So I gotta say the biggest thing probably for you guys coming into this year is Illinois postseason sanctions. Just how much of it does that just affect you, and how much you guys just gonna be a lot more loose this year knowing you're back at Omaha possibly?
I think it's a great opportunity for us. Last year every time we would do an interview like this, we'd always get asked, what's it like not being able to go postseason? It'll be just nice. It's like a monkey off our back. And we can finally say we're going to go Omaha this year, and we will. And just a big relief, and we just can get that off our shoulders, It's just going to be nice.
It's a big thing, but I mean, if you go back to last year, still you're playing baseball games, you're still competing against big Pac-12 schools, your rivals, and all that stuff. So it's a big difference, but you still have, it's just the same as last year. You come out, you play a game, and you're competing, and just move day by day. So you still have that competition. So yeah, we're excited to go to Omaha, and that's always our goal here is to go to College World Series and win it. But we're just, every day we go out there ready to compete, so.
Yeah, I just think it's a new chapter for ASU Baseball. Now that's in our past. We can finally move on and be a 2013 Sun Devil baseball team that starts kind of the new life for Arizona State baseball.
How are you guys meshing with the freshmen so far? I mean, they fitting right in, or I know it's a big group and you got a lot of high touted prospects, but I mean, are they fitting in? You feel the contributions they're going to make?
Yeah, we made that a point this year to get across to them, to kind of lose that entitlement that they might have felt from prior. But they mesh real well, and we've taken them under our wing because we've had good leaders before. So we wanted to reflect that onto them to make them the leaders in the next 2-3 years.
Yeah, we've all been freshmen too. We know what it's like. They've done a real good job. They're all obviously high-talent recruits, but when you come here, all that goes out the window. It doesn't matter. And they've done a great job of taking what we've told them, what our coaches have told them, and really been able to get ready for a season and not worry about any of that stuff. So it's been great.
So when it comes down to it, we're going to need everyone to win a national championship. We're on that field, and the guy's up to bat. It doesn't matter if he's a freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. It doesn't matter. So as quicker as they can become just one of the guys and not always a freshman, it's going to be better for all of us. Because when you're on that field, it doesn't matter who you are, we're going to need you.
Trev, talk about your career arc going from the 8th inning guy as a freshman to a weekend starter as a sophomore, and now ready to take on the Friday night role as a junior.
Right, it was new for me my freshman year, being a reliever, because I was never a relief. I was a relief pitcher in high school, so that was kind of a new thing for me, a freshman year. And like I've said before, it was hard. I wasn't upset with it, but I couldn't pout about it. That was my job. That's what I was asked to do. And then bringing it back into last year, becoming a starter again, it sparked up what I've done in high school. So it was easy to get back into that rhythm. And then now that I've had Brady in front of me to kind of lead the way for me, it's really cool to follow in his footsteps, to know what he's done and to know how he's taken me under his wing. So it's exciting, and I'm looking forward to it.
And not only Brady, but when you think of the other guys that have been Friday night starters here, like Mike Leake, how does that make you feel as you get ready to take that?
It's definitely an honor and a blessing, because even when Seth Blair's out here, I'll talk with him a little bit, and just the responsibility, I guess you could say, for being a Friday night starter at Arizona State, because you have to set the tone for the weekend. And I've had nothing but great role models to follow.
When you guys finished last season, you played this amazing series at U of A, 3 one-run games. Then you see them go on and win national championship. What does that leave you with, sort of feeling is possible this year? I know there's some key players that are not back, but those of you that are back, what do you think is possible for this season?
I just feel like there's unsold business there. It was really hard for myself to go down there to Tucson, have a series like that, and then watch them on TV playing other schools. And I think the big thing for us is that the Wildcats know that the last team that beat them was the Sun Devils, and so they know what's coming. So I'm excited.
I mean, we're ready. This is my 4th year here. I've been the longest person here, and we've played a lot of games against the Wildcats. And we've always had success. We've always played them well. And I just look to continue that. I mean, even though they won national championship, I still feel like we're the favorites coming in. It's like we're ready to take them on. I feel like we're the better team. We're ready to do it.
Yeah, it was just when they won the national championship. I mean, we couldn't help but think, what if we were in the playoffs? Like, what if we were there to stop them, to go to Omaha and to win that national championship? And now that that's not over our heads anymore, now that we can't go to the playoffs, I think now we have that chance to prove ourselves that we should have been there last year and we should have stopped them from winning the national championship.
Since you guys are all part of the team and in the clubhouse and around all the players every day, what would you guys say are some of the strengths of this year's team?
I'd say a big strength is just team chemistry. And last year, I mean, we definitely had talent at every position. I mean, if you're at Arizona State, you're going to have talent every year. That's a given, but it's about how you put that talent together on and off the field. That's a big thing for us, that our team chemistry is strong on the field and also in the clubhouse and outside of the clubhouse, and that's a big thing for us. So I think, obviously, we have the talent and we have a lot of young guys like you were talking about, but our team chemistry is really strong this year.
And like they've been saying, that was the #1 point coming this season was team chemistry. We want to make that a point of emphasis every single day. We want to build that, and I think we couldn't have done a better job of that up to this point.
Yeah, I definitely agree with those two guys. But aside from our chemistry, I think the competition on the field together has been real well, because I mean, we've had a lot of spots to fill, and a lot of the freshmen have stepped up to the plate to create that competition, position competition, so that we can not necessarily fight it out, but really create that atmosphere to go to battle with these guys and know that they have our back, because we've been battling it out through the whole fall and the whole spring.
Trevor, can you talk about your summer? You did USA Baseball and what that was like, and changed your look?
Yeah.
Are you going to leave it short, or are you going to grow it back out? Or?
No. I wish I kept it long, because it's getting cold. My head is really cold today. But summer was great. I wouldn't change it for the world. I would love to do it again. Just because being around guys that love the game of baseball and that have the same respect for baseball, that literally everyone on that team wants to be Hall of Famers and wants to win World Series. So it was cool being around those guys, and it was just great having that experience to go across seas and play professional baseball players from other countries. I mean, it's insane to think that we were on the same level as like 30-year-old Cubans that have been playing in their professional leagues for 10 years, and it's crazy to see that now. Once the World Baseball Classic started, we played those teams, and knowing that it was kind of eye-opening into like we're on that next level compared to professional players. So, but other than that, I wouldn't change it for the world. It's been giving me a new perspective on USA and like what it truly means to not only be an American, but to fight for that freedom and to really stand on the foul line before a game in Cuba, in a communist country, and hear the national anthem played, and then having their fans go crazy over the national anthem. It's just you can't experience that anywhere else.
You guys have such a young team. How do you guys feel about being pre-ranked 16th top 25, and how much pressure do you guys have on all three of you to perform well this year?
I mean, I think pre-rankings don't really mean a lot. I mean, obviously, the way you end the College World Series last year, those teams are going to be up high just because how they finished last year, and a lot of things change, and I think it's guesswork when it comes to pre-rankings. And for us, yeah, we have a lot of young guys that haven't proved themselves yet, so we didn't get pre-ranked too high. I don't put anything into that. I know what we have here, and I kind of like it because it kind of fuels the fire for us, you know? It's just like, okay, they don't see us ranked that high. That's fine. We'll show them that we are supposed to be ranked high. So I don't put a lot into preseason rankings, but kind of excited to prove everyone wrong.
Yeah, the only thing that matters to us is being #1 at the end of the season. We don't care if we're 16 or not even ranked or anything like that. We know that we have a chance to win national championship every single year here at Arizona State, and that's our main goal. And preseason doesn't matter anything to us. Just February 15th, that's when it all gets started.
Trevor, talk about how it feels to be a preseason first-team All-American, and how your expectations are for this year.
I mean, going along the lines with preseason stuff. I mean, it's nice to know, but that doesn't reflect where we want to be as a team, and so it's nice and everything. But I want to pitch to the best of my ability to help us get to the #1 ranking to get the national championship trophy. And if All-Americans come along the way, then so be it.
Actually, could have left. He came back. Why, for one thing, and what are your expectations for this pitching staff? Because, you know, with these guys, McCreary, other people that are back, and plus all these freshman pitchers we've heard about, what does that get you jazzed up as the catcher?
Oh yeah, definitely. I came back because I wanted to win a national championship, and I feel like this team can do it. Had an opportunity to go play pro ball, but like I said, I grew up a Sun Devil fan, and I wanted to taste the playoff baseball. I wanted to go to Omaha, and last year we weren't able to do that, and I wanted to come back and win a national championship, and especially with the pitching staff like this, I was really excited to come back. I mean, we got Trevor Lee in the pitching staff, and then Blackie. I mean, we have returners, Dunbar, McCreary. We got some big arms that came back, and we also have some strong freshmen that came in too. So I mean, with the mix of the new guys and old guys, we have a really deep and strong pitching staff, and it was nice last year being a guy who came in. I had to learn all the new pitchers and get on the same page with them. And this year it was nice, kind of a mix of both. And real early, I tried to establish relationships with all the pitchers, all the new guys that came in, and I have a really good feeling about the pitching staff, and I have no regrets. I'm glad I came back.
You guys have one of the strongest schedules in the nation this year, playing teams that consistently make the NCAA tournament. Are there any specific series or games that you're excited for, or any teams you're particularly excited to play that are non-conference?
I mean, the surprise tournament will be real cool. I mean, getting the chance to play Arkansas twice will be awesome. And then going somewhere like Wichita State, which is kind of not many people get to go to, and it's a very highly touted program. So it's gonna be cool to go there, and always the Pac-12. Because I mean, last year we almost had a three-way tie for first place. So it's always crazy in the Pac-12 once the season gets going. So it's exciting to play Pac-12 baseball, and it's exciting to get the chance to go and then play Tennessee and the SEC as well to get that experience.
Yeah, I'm really excited for the SEC to go down to Tennessee. I think that's going to be a great experience. And also Arkansas, their preseason #1, whatever that has to do with anything. But anytime you play a high-ranked team, it puts a little extra into it, and you always have a lot of fun. But again, just go out there and have fun. Every game's awesome.
I'm just looking forward to playing the highly ranked Pac-12 teams at home here at Packard. Last year we got kind of labeled as being a bad team on the road. When you look at the teams that we played in the Pac on the road, we played, Oregon, UCLA, Stanford, U of A. We played some pretty tough teams on the road, and I'm excited for them to come to Packard this year, and because we play pretty well here. So I'm excited for those series, and then obviously on the road we're going to do our thing this year. So I'm excited.
Jeff touched on how great you guys ended the season last year playing against U of A. With them coming off of the College World Series win, what does that add to that rivalry this year, and how great is it going to be to have that series here?
It's so much more. I mean, that's when they won. We were watching on TV, and when they won, it's like, gosh dang it! Like, no, this is all we're gonna hear about next year. This is what. But then that's what the season's gonna be all about. It's gonna come down to that series and knowing that they won it, but then now it's our turn to win it, because history has shown that when U of A wins it, the next year we'll go to Omaha and we'll win it. So it's kind of that destiny is being laid out in front of us, and it's been known in our clubhouse, the history of it, and just adding that fuel to our fire.
And we're ready every time we play U of A, no matter what sport it is. Anytime U of A is fused together, it's always a huge game, huge rivalry. And I think last year they packed the house. They had a new stadium. They had lot larger fan base than they've usually had, and brought a little extra energy to the field that you don't even really need. But just real excited to get back against them, try and get back at them to win the national championship.
Can you two guys talk about the pitching staff too, and what you think you're capable of doing as a group?
I think we're very capable of winning the national championship, without a doubt. I feel like we will be overlooked because of the preseason rankings and the freshmen, but if you sit out here and watch our practices and you see how our freshmen get after it on the field and how they attack hitters and pitch like upperclassmen and pitch like mature pitchers, you'll be very surprised with what we can do. And I think that we have a great group of older guys kind of leading the way and just helping them out in any way possible. But I think we have a very, very good chance of pitching our way to the national championship.
This pitching staff reminds me almost identical of my freshman year in 2010, I think it was. And we had Swaggerty was a sophomore, and Mitch Lamson and Steph Blair was a Friday night guy, and we had people like Jake Barrett and Brady Rogers coming in as freshmen. Just watching this practice, watching the scrimmages, it's almost identical. So I just have a good feeling that we're going to be able to do just as much or more than we were able to that year.
Anything else? Thanks, guys.